everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how Ghostface is able to utilize and hack into certain kinds of technology and how they're going to use this concept in the upcoming Scream film. Could it make for some excellent kill sequences, or kind of fall flat because it's a little too far-fetched? We're gonna get into all that in just a second here, but first I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you like hearing some of my crazy theories, make sure to support the channel on Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Name it.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the Dancing now.
We're gonna get you. Oh, not on the beat!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes dead is better.
So diving into this, we learned in the trailer that came out last month that Ghostface kinda has a new ability. In this scene from the trailer, Ghostface messes with Jenna Ortega's home security system that her parents probably installed to keep her daughters safe while they were gone. But unbeknownst to them, this Ghostface is somehow able to mess with technology. Now there are a few things that this could mean. That could mean that the new Scream film is taking a page out of the Child's Play 2019 playbook. If you remember in Child's Play 2019, the movie was full of changes from the original classic. Chucky is no longer possessed by the spirit of a serial killer, Luke Skywalker voices Chucky for some reason, and the plot focuses much more on why Aubrey Plaza is a terrible mother. But the thing in specific that I'm talking about is how this new Chucky has the ability to mess with technology in their apartment. Even though I found this to be kind of a bit of a stretch, it did make for some awesome kill sequences throughout the movie. My favorite kill of Child's Play 2019 was the dude who vaguely looks like Jack Black. He's super creepy and he gets murdered because he gets cut in half with a saw. He's also hanging from this pipe on the ceiling that starts to get really hot as Chucky literally turns the temperature up on that. It's a little far-fetched, I will say that, but it does make for some awesome kill sequences, which is why I wouldn't be that opposed to seeing it in the Scream franchise. I talk trash about that Child's Play movie, but the kills are phenomenal. That one was making me geek out, dude. I love blood and gore!
I love gold.
So will they take that same approach in Scream 5? I think it's possible to have that be apparent in this new film. It was leaked a while ago that Ghostface would be using a voice changer to make whoever he or she is sound exactly like Roger L. Jackson because, well, you know, plot purposes. Also, in this picture right here that was released a long time ago at this point, like back in July when we got some set photos from when they were finishing the final cuts of this movie, you can see this red glow coming up on Ghostface's mask. There was a rumor out there saying that this was coming from a voice changer that is actually worn on the on the Ghostface mask somewhere on the costume, and that it would actually be used to make the character sound like Roger L. Jackson. So considering this leak, I don't know if it's true or not. It came from kind of a wild third-party source who I don't want to talk about. If that is true though, it will be kind of a cool new ability for Ghostface to have in this new film. Once again, something to differentiate this film from the other film, which is something that I feel is very important with the upcoming Scream film. Now the other side of this coin is that all of this technology mumbo jumbo could be a bunch of misdirection. There was an interview that came out with the Radio Silence guys right after the trailer released, where they specifically talked about how in the trailer there is a whole bunch of misdirects. So maybe Ghostface isn't actually able to utilize technology, because the only thing we actually have confirmed from this trailer that this Ghostface, whoever he or she may be, is messing with is the home security system of the Carpenter household. But if we're gonna get into some real world shit here, I know this is a horror movie, but hear me out. Home security systems are incredibly difficult to hack into. Typically when something like this happens or a malfunction occurs, most of the times it's because someone either from the company or one of the residents of the household is tampering with it for some kind of personal gain. We see this idea utilized in the film Don't Breathe from 2016 with Dylan Minette's character from that movie, who is also in the upcoming Scream film, messing with people's home security systems because his dad works for the company, so he's somehow able to hack into it and mess with it. And that's why their characters are breaking into homes, stealing stuff, and that's how they're making money. So if that is the case, that means someone close to Tara has to be the killer in this movie. So it very well could be Wes Hicks. There's a lot of suspicion surrounding this character. We don't know who his father is. Where has he been all these years? He wasn't in Scream 4 for some reason. Why is that? Why is this character now just being introduced? But there are also 3 other characters who could have access to the Carpenter's home security system. First and foremost, we have to talk about Amber Freeman, who is of course Jenna Ortega's character's girlfriend in the movie. I feel like it's a little too obvious to make Amber Freeman the killer, especially because we've seen now multiple scenes where Amber is texting people saying that she's Ghostface. That's just way too obvious in my opinion. They would not have put that in both the trailer and the clip that was released from Scream 5, I don't think. At least I wouldn't do that if I'm marketing this movie. Which is why I'm much more leaning towards the idea idea of like someone killing Amber towards the beginning of the film, using her phone for like the rest of the movie, very similar to like what happened in Scream 4. I don't think Sam is going to be the killer either, because she seems to be the focal point of this movie, like our new leading lady essentially. I've talked about how things could be faked in this trailer, but that would be a really difficult thing to fake. Like, there's so many scenes of Melissa Barrera's character throughout this entire trailer, I don't think they're faking that she's going to be our main protagonist the whole time. Now, Richie, on the other hand, I think for sure at this point, Richie is the killer, and I have multiple reasons to believe this. Richie could have access to the Carpenter's home security system because he's dating Sam, so he could just at any point take her phone and then like use it somehow without her knowing. That would be a very easy thing to write into this screenplay, I think. The other thing that I feel like so many people have missed after watching the trailer hundreds and hundreds of times is if you look at this scene right here. This is a picture of Melissa Barrera's character stabbing someone. Now, if you zoom in real close, like you really just pinch this thing, you go on in, that's kind of gross that I said it that way, but if you look very closely here, you can see Jack Quaid's hair. So she is stabbing Jack Quaid for whatever reason in this movie. I've looked at all the other cast members and like what their hair looks like. This is very clearly Jack Quaid she is stabbing here. Look at this picture of Jack Quaid, another picture of him in the movie. I mean, oh my god, the hair matches up perfectly. I feel like in the past I've had some good points here and there, but like not until now. Like, I feel like this is a pretty concrete theory. There are a few things I want to say before I end this video though. A lot of this is just speculation. I am using information solely from the trailer, so I could be completely wrong. And also the radio silence guys have even said there's a bunch of misdirects in the trailer. I could be wrong about my misdirects of where I think it is. This scene with Sam stabbing someone who clearly looks like Jack Quaid, it could be fake. It could be something that they just filmed last minute to put in the trailer. I don't know. That's what's so great about this. We are living in a mystery right now, and it is so fun to theorize. One more thing I want to add too is that I don't think there's going to be just one killer. Right now my money is 99% on Jack Quaid being the killer in this new film, but there is definitely one other person at least. I've been preaching for a while now that I think it would be sick if we had 3 killers with like some kind of mastermind killer that Sidney Prescott, Gale Weathers, Dewey, Riley, they don't find out about until after the movie pretty much. Like after 2 ghost faces are down, they realize, wait a minute, something has gone unexplained. Oh my god, there's a mastermind killer here. The writers, the radio silence guys, they clearly have some really good idea here that is like good enough to have Sidney Prescott come back for this movie. Neve Campbell was very on the fence until she received a very well written letter from the radio silence guys who basically begged her to be in this film. I would love to read that letter, by the way. Oh my god. But clearly whatever this film is, it's going to be something shocking and just pure entertainment for us Scream fans. I cannot wait to see it, but what do you guys think about this theory about Richie being the killer? Leave me a comment about it down below. Thank you all so much for watching my new Scream 5 theory video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Scream content in the future. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you look up KillJoy Jake, I should come up. If you like seeing these videos, you want to see more of them, I'll be able to do it full time if I get enough support on Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Just being completely transparent with y'all. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.